Hello everyone, welcome to Broccoli Master YouTube channel. So we are going to continue our playlist, and today in this video we will see how can we create our views and URLs to fetch our HTML files. Okay, and before that, if you are new to our YouTube channels, please make sure that subscribe it. As you know that this channel is new, your love and support is very necessary for me. Okay, and it takes a lot of time and effort to make us one project. Okay, so please like and subscribe the video and share with your friends who are interested to learn the Django from the scratch. And if you are facing any types of problems while making the project, please comment below. I will definitely reply your comment. Okay, so now without wasting time, let's do it. Let's first activate our virtual environment here. Okay, that, and let's run our server. Opening the server, and here you can see that in the student section there is a only 4 sections available: student list, student add, and student id, and student delete. So in this way we need to define the 4 functions here in the views. So let's define it there. So in the view side, let's render our add student template first. Okay, so for doing that we'll write the code def add student and write request. After that, return render, and here we'll define the request. Okay, after that, write a command here, and the add student is available in our students folder. So let me define it here, student, and write the command add student. Okay, so right here add student.html. Similarly, we have also seen here student list, so let me define it here. Okay, so for it we will write the command def student list, and write here request, and return render request, and here we will write students, and let's define it here student.html. Okay, so the student list has been done, so we have deal with the student list. Now let's also write a command for the edit section. Here we will write def edit student, def edit student, and define here request similar to, let's copy this, and okay, finally we have done with that. So we have done with the add student, edit student, and there is also a student details. So let's define it here, def view student. Okay, this is our variable. You can write your own variable. Okay, this will create not any types of problem there. So let's write here request return render view student HTML. So return render, and our HTML name is student details. So let me edit here student details. Now let's define all the views in our URLs. So we'll write the command here path views dot student list, and name equal to student list. After that, we also need to define the add section. So let's define it here path add, and here define views dot add student, name equal to add student. Okay, so on this video we will only see the add student section. So for the editing, deleting, and adding the student details, we need to render that file with the help of our Slow. So I will not define it here. On the next video we will see that how can we connect with all these stops. So now let's save it first. After that, in our base HTML we also need to modify there. So in the base.html file, wherever you are saying the add student sections, just add the URL there. Okay, so I am adding that. So let me search first where it is. So here is our student list. So let me define it here, the router, and we will connect that with our views. Okay, finally we have done with that. Let's save it and let's check the order whether it is working fine or not. Okay, so here's our student sections, and when we are clicking on the student add, so it is showing the error add student.html. So let me check again where we have made the mistake. So in our views, the add student, okay, our folder name is students, but we have defined here student, so this little bit mistake is happen. No problem, let's save it and again check it. Okay, now students, and here is the add students. So finally you can see here our add student template is running well. Now we need to create the forms so that it will take the data from our user. So let me do that in our views file. And before doing it, so let me observe there what things are there. Is our first name, last name, student ID, and gender. Okay, and there is also parent information is available. So okay, let me deal with that. Now in our add student section, we are going to write the codes for handling our forms. So for it, let's write the command if request dot method post, then first name equal to request dot post dot get first name. Okay, and simply we are going to copy this all command and make the modification there. So I make the changes in our settings. When we are clicking on the control D, then it will copy that line. Okay, so you can also do that by exploring the settings in the VS Code. So let me copy first, control D, control D. Okay, so here we will put the cursor, and after that we'll click the alt plus left click button. Okay, so let me modify here. Here is our last name. Similarly, there is also a student ID. Let me select it here, make the modification here. Okay, student ID. Similar to, there is also gender. So let me define it here, gender. After that, there is also a date of birth. Right here, date of birth. Okay, and there is also a student class. So let me define it here, student class. And we also need to include the joining date. So right here, actually there is a religion first. Okay, so let's define it here, religion. But there is also a joining date. Okay, write the code for it, joining date. Here again select this here and erase this. So let's also do with the first name. So we will select this and write here mobile number. For that we also need to add more field. So let me do that. After that, also make the changes on admission number, and similar to that, there is also a section. Okay, so let's modify it, section, and there is also a student image. So let's modify it also. Here is our student image, and for the image we need to upload our files. Okay, so it does not take the text-based input. So here we will define post dot and file get, files get. Okay, so we have defined our form here. Now there is also a form for handling the parent section. Okay, so let's do it here. I am writing the comment here, handling, or we'll write the command retrieve parent data from the form. Okay, now let's me define here, copy it here and paste here. Okay, so here is already showing me. So make the changes here, father name, just copy it, and again we will be pasting it here. Now just copy it and paste in another line. Okay, let's make the modification fast. Father occupation, also select this, and here we'll write the father mobile number, and again we will remove this and write the father email. Okay, Similar to that, there is also a, I'm just removing this and just copy this and paste it here. So wherever is the father, we will make the changes to a mother. Okay, so let me select it here, right here, mother. Okay, mother name, mother occupation, and mother mobile, mother email. Okay, everything is done there. Now again, I will copy this, and here we will need to modify the permanent address and the temporary address. Okay, so let me do that. Here we'll write the code, present address. So we don't need email, so just remove it, and also make the changes on mother email. Okay, so let's erase this, and here write permanent address. Okay, so finally we have done with that. Now we also need to save this parent information, so let me save here. I'm writing the command here, save parent information. Okay, to that I write the parent objects dot create, and here write father name equal to father name. Similar, there is a father occupation. Similar, there is a father mobile and father email. So that mother name, mother occupation, mother mobile, mother email, and present address and permanent address. Okay, let's close this. Again, we need to save the student information. So let me write here comment save student information. I'm writing this comment for your better understanding. You don't get confused there. Okay, here we write student dot object create, and there is a first name, and there is also last name. Similar, there is student ID, gender, date of birth, and student class, religion, joining date. There is our mobile number. Okay, admission number. That there is a section, student image, parent, and let's close this. Okay, so finally we have handled this all the stops, and we also need to import our models here. So let me import here first. I'm simply writing command from dot models import all. Okay, so it will import our all the models file from there. So in this code, I think there is some issue. We need to define it in a capital form. So right here, files. Okay, let me save this, and let me write here message. Okay, after that the form is submitted, then it will print this message. So write a command here, message dot success request student added successfully. And for it, we also need to import the message. So let's import it here. Okay, so we have done with that. And again, we are going to define here, if the message gets successfully added, then it will automatically return to our student detail page. So let's do it here. Write a command return render, and here request student, and define the list. Okay, so after saving this file, it will automatically render to our student detail page. So finally we have done with that, and I think some error will be came there because we have not defined the student list, and the student list will become when we are getting the slug from the first name and the last name of the student. So let me check it there. And after that, we also need to modify our add student.html page. So let's modify this page also. Let me zoom it so that you can see it clear. And this is our add students.html page. So here is the students.html. So instead of returning the students HTML page, we need to define the URL so that after submitting a form, it automatically redirect to our student list page. So let me define it here, percent, and write a command URL student right here list. Okay, now this is our main sections in which we are going to handle our form. So here we'll write a command method must be equal to post, and also add this here. Okay, let me save it. After that, we are handling the form from the name basis. So here is not defined any types of name, so we are just writing the name here. So let me define it here, name. Okay, name is equal to first name, and name must be required there. So write the command required. Similarly, there is also last name, so just write also last name, and last name also required. Now also add the student ID here, so name equal to student ID, and this field is also required. Okay, and after that, we are also going to handle the option category, in which there is a male and female. So let me define it here. In the select class, we need to write here name equal to gender. Okay, and close it with the required. Similarly, here is also we need to define the value. In the option here, we need to write the command value equal to female. And similarly, here we also need to define value, just leave it here, and here also write the command value equal to male, and add also here. Okay, so value equal to others. Now also need to modify in our date of birth, so write a command here, name equal to date of birth, and it must be required. Okay, required. Similarly, in the class sections, we also need to define the student class, name equal to student class. Thus write this that we are defined in our view sections, and if you are making in types of error there or spelling mistakes, then it will not render the file. Okay, so I am showing you here. So this is our views. So what we have defined it here, we just write that things only there. Okay, so here we also need to define here required. After that, there is also a religion, so let me define it here, name equal to religion, and it also required there. Now also need to define the joining date, so let me define it here, joining date, it must be a required there. In a similar way, there is also a mobile number, so let's define it here, mobile number, and here write the command required. Okay, and here also define it, name is equal to admission number, and here it must be required. Okay, required. In a similar way, there is also a section, so let's deal with that. Section equal to, and here is required. So in a similar way, there is also a student image, so let me define here student image. After that, we also need to define the parent information here, so let's do that the same things, father, name, and it must be required. I'm just copy this and paste it here. Okay, here just change the code, father occupation. Okay, so right here father occupation. In a similar way, just paste it here and also make the changes like this, father mobile, and there is also email, just copy it, select this, and father email. In a similar way, we also need to define here mother name, so just copy this and modify here mother name, and there is also occupation, so let me define it here, and here we write mother occupation. Okay, in the same way, we also need to define the mobile number here, so let's do it. Mobile number, sorry, in the views we have defined the mother mobile, right here mother mobile. I am again copy this and paste it here. Okay, so there is also a mother email, so let's make the changes, mother email. After that, there is a present address, so here define present address, present address, and on the last there is also a permanent address. So let me define it here, and here we write the command permanent address. So finally we have done with our forms, and it takes a time. Okay, so keep patience and make the modification of all the form. Now let me check either our form is working fine or not. Okay, so I have already run our server. So now let's check in our form. I'm opening this form, and let's refresh it again, and let's fill the form first properly. I'm writing here master. Let's take a random value. No problem, we are just testing it. Let's take a random date and take a class also 10. Let me define it here. Okay, in the random ways. Also add the mobile number, admission number, section number. Let's browse the future, and let me give any number. Okay, so here also let's define the father's name, occupation, mobile number, and in email, and in the email we need to define @gmail.com. so in the mother's name also let me define it here, and in the mobile numbers let's take a random value. Similar in the mother's emails, write the mother's @gmail.com. okay, in the present address let's take the random value. Okay, I'm submitting here, and it is showing that the CSRP verification failed. Okay, we have not defined the CSRP in there in the form, so let me define it first. So this is our forms, and here we need to write the CSRP token. Okay, CSRP token. So let's save it. And let's again refresh the page and resend the form. So it is again showing the request aborted. CSRP token is missing. Okay, no problem, we will again fill up the forms, and let's try it again. Broccoli, that's last name. Okay, master. Let's take the random value, no problem. Okay, and define the date, get the class, religion, date of birth. Okay, mobile number, take the random value, admission number, section. So upload the image, write the father's name, occupation, mobile number, and email. I will need to define the @gmail.com. the mobile number, take the random, and here on the mobile write @gmail.com. We'll take the present address, permanent address, and let's submit the form. So it is again showing the error mother occupation. Parent got unexpected argument mother occupation. So I think we have made the mistakes in our HTML file. So let me check it there. Either we have defined the mother occupation or not. So in this command, in the views, we have defined mother occupation. Yeah, we find it here. So again, check in the add student section. Mother occupation, here's our mother occupation. I think we have defined it here. Okay, so we have made the mistake here. We have write the mother name. Okay, so instead of the mother name we need to define here occupation. So right here occupation. Let's save the form. So let me submit this form again, and again it is showing the error. This error is actually coming from the views. Okay, so in the models files we have not defined the occupation, so it does not know where to store the mother's occupation. Okay, so that it's giving the error. So let's copy this, and again we need to paste down it here. Okay, and instead of father occupation, just write here mother occupation. Let's make the changes first. Make the migration, python -.py. Make migration, after that 1 and 1, that python -.py, migrate. Okay, again run our server. So let me take it again. Let's resend this form, and it's again showing the error student list. So I already told you that we have not defined a student list. So let me remove from there, no problem. We will later define it there. Okay, the views, there is student list. So let's comment this, save this, and again checking our form. Refresh the page. So it is again showing the error unique constraints. So I think I have again made the mistakes in our use.py. So let me check name, and here's the occupation, and we have defined the name. Okay. So let me correct it. Occupation. Let me save it and let's check it again. Let's refresh this page again and send it. So finally we have seen that our form is submitted successfully. Now let's check in our admin panel. So here we write the admin. Let's log in it here. So in the students, you can see it here, our form is successfully submitted. So in this way you can handle your own forms. We have faced many types of problems there, but no problem. This simple error is happening while you are developing your project. So guys, this is for today, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. And in the next video we will see how can we edit and delete the record that are available in our forms. So this is for my sides, and thanks for watching the video.